Good morning, students. Today we will study lesson 7 database and DBMS and introduction. So, in this chapter, we will study about database, what is database, types and structure of database, what is Microsoft Access, feature of Microsoft Access, creating blank database, creating database using templates, data rules, viewing of tables, rules for naming a field, primary key, saving a database, opening and exiting database. So about these things we will study in this chapter. So first of all, why we use this database and why we need to study about this, because when we have the thousands or hundreds lakhs of records, so I mean we have the many records to manipulate, to study about that record, to manage that record, it will be very difficult manually, means by copy book pen you will do that, that will be very difficult to manage the data, retrieve the data, update the data. So that will be very difficult to handle that all the data. So for to overcome on this problem, so we take the help of database. Okay, so means that will be, this database will be deal by the computer. That computer will manipulate this data, arrange the data, retrieve the data. So there are like some softwares like SQL, Microsoft Excel, Oracle. By the help of these softwares, we can manipulate, we can view the data, we can arrange our data. Okay, so we can maintain the database by this software. So first of all, you can see here, a database is an organized collection of data. It helps us to enter, manage, assess and analyze the large amount of information quickly and effectively. Okay, so this database, it helps us to enter, manage, assess and analyze a large amount of information quickly and efficiently. So by this database, by the help of database, we can do these things properly. If we have the, suppose we have to maintain our personal address diaries, where we record addresses and telephone number of our friend, we maintain information alphabetically, so that whenever any information is needed, we could browse and extract the information quickly from time to time. We kept on adding new addresses and also update the contacts number as postal addresses of our friends and their any changes. So like, just basic example I can give you, that is in your mobile phone, all the contacts are there, and that all the your friend name, your, that is your friend names, all the contact list you can see your contact names, that is arranged in the alphabetical order. You can update means you want to delete, or you want to change the number, or you want to write the different name, so that all the updation work is it is possible, and it is very effective, very nicely you can do it. You can also manage it. So for this we need the database management. So this is all about the management of the database. Okay, so now it is very difficult to maintain database manually when there are hundreds or and thousands of record, as the changes of as the chances of committing errors is increased, because when the records are thousands, hundreds and thousands records are there, so obviously when you will do it manually, so there are the chances for committing errors. Okay, so for that we have the DBMS, database management system. So what is DBMS? A database management system is a software designed to store, retrieve, define and manage in a data, in a database. Okay, so it is a software, it is used for to store, retrieve, define and manage data in database. So the main function of DBMS is to provide the users with efficient and reliable methods of data retrieval. Moreover, it reduces the chances of error creeping into the database to a great extent. Okay, so therefore data handling by DBMS became fast and efficient. So as I told that by the help of this DBMS we can maintain our database, database effectively with the in a efficient way. We can maintain our database, we can update our database, we can define. Okay, so we can arrange our records in the database by this DBMS. That is very effective. Okay, now next is types of database. So what are the types of database? So there are mainly two types of database. The first, flat file database. A flat file database refers to data file that contains record which have a small fixed number of fields without any structured relationship. For example, that is Microsoft Excel. So this flat file database, it is a flat file database. It refers to data file that contain records which have a small, means for the small there is a some fixed length. So like that, how much data we can manipulate, like lakhs or thousand, likewise. So here in this file flat file database, there is a fixed one, small fixed number of fields without any structured relationship. So there is not a structured relationship, means how connected, how the data is can be manipulated. So structurally it is not maintained. So in this type of database is called flat file database. And this already you have used Microsoft Excel, because we know that in the Excel, number of rows and number of columns are fixed. You know the numbers, how many numbers that is used in the Microsoft Excel. So it means it is used for the limited one, for the limited record. Okay, next one is our relational database. So relational database, a relational database stores the data in several tables and links those tables together, get a common piece of information. For example, Microsoft SS, Microsoft SQL, Oracle. So these are the example of the relational database. So in this flat file database, this was missing structure file, this structure relationship was missing, but in this relational database is there relational structured relationship is there, and also this the capacity to maintain the record is the high is the maximum in the relational database. It is the more records that we can maintain in the relational database. Examples like Microsoft SS, Microsoft SQL, Oracles. Okay, so these two types of database, flat file database and the relational database. Okay, now next is structure of database. How it is structured, means the structure of the database. A database contains a specific structure of structure to store data. So a database contains a specific, there is a specific structure, so that is already defined. Let us study some basic terminologies used for in the database structure. The first one is the table. So already you know about this table, already you are familiar with this table. Table are the building blocks of database. They store complete data in structured manner, so in the form of rows and columns. So we know that table is the form. In the table there is a row and column. Every table has a finite number of column and rows. So as we know that there is a fixed number of rows and column, already we have studied, you know about this. So this is about table. Okay, next, elements of table. So in table, what are the elements, what are that we used? So again in the tables elements, first element is the field. So this field, all the column in the table are called field. So all the columns in a table, that is called field. A field describes a particular attribute of all the records in the table. For example, the field is mentioned in the roll number, the table of the table, student will store roll number of all the students. Okay, so this is about the field. You can see here, this is the roll number. So here you can see, this is here we will store the only roll number. So it will take the only roll number. This column will be for the roll number. Here you will get the record of the roll number of the students. Here is the father name. So it means this side they will get the only father's name in that column. Particular column will be for the father name. Okay, like marks, English marks will be there only. So it means these all roll number, file name, English, math, these all are the fields. Okay, now so that all the columns in a table are called field. Okay, now next is record. The row in a table called record. A record contains value of all the fields that belongs to single person or entity. Means about that particular person or entity, that particular row will be, this particular row will define this the value. So it's a value. See this roll number 1. So it will be the record of only about any one person. Suppose its name is Ram. So this is the record of the Ram in this row. So see, 1 is a roll number, father name, English marks, math marks. So in each row there is the record of one person. In each row, suppose this will be the record of any person. So this particular is called records. Okay, so, and each row maintain the record of a particular person or particular object. Next is about data. Data, a set of characters that represent a valid value is known as data. A set of characters that represent a valid value is known as data. Means valid value means like that we can understand this value is particular, have some meaning. So that is data. Like example 3, Dipti 90, 88, 70 are the data value of the specific field of the following students. So you can see here data. So these all are the data, like 3 is to Dipti 90. These values are these are the data. So in the table, whatever the character numbers is written there, so that all are the data. Okay, so now, so these are the elements of table: field, record and data. These three are the element of table. Okay, so here also you can see quick view. Let us know more. The overall design structure of database is called database. Okay, the overall design structure of database is known as database schema. What is it is called? That structure design is called database schema, which describes the record and relationship among them. Okay, so it describes the relationship between records, okay, and among them. Okay, so this is database schema. DB2 is a family. DB2 is a family of relational database management system, RDMS, products from IBM that serves a number of different operating systems. So it is a product of IBM and it work on the different operating system. Okay, it can work on the different operating system. So now next after table, that is queries. Okay, queries. So a database stores vast amount of data, but queries help to retrieve that filtered data based upon some condition. So suppose you have here you can see, suppose so many data are there, so many records are here. I want to only fetch, we want to retrieve the data of only this particular roll number 1, and I want to know the marks of roll number 1, what marks he got in the math. So I have to only retrieve the roll number 1's math marks. So how you can find out? So that to finding that to get the data of that particular is called queries. Okay, queries also used to perform actions such as delete, update. So by the this also it perform actions such as delete, update, etc. on database upon some criteria. Okay, next is your forms. Forms are the user-friendly interface that facilitate the process of entering data in table and queries. Forms is it is the interface. It is the interface where we can enter the data and the queries. Suppose in the Excel, so we have the one form is like a row and column, that particular is there, particular shape. Okay, so particular format we have, in that we are entering the data. So that is the form is that it is a particular interface, and by the help of that we can enter data in the table or we can get the query, and it is very user friendly. A form has attractive interface that accept data from the user and forward to the corresponding table or query. So by this help of form, it is a attractive interface that accept data from us and it gives to the corresponding table or query. Okay, here you can see database that contains two or more data file located at different sites on a computer network is called distributed database. Means a database that contains two or more data files, okay, and that is located on different sites of a computer network, that is called distributed database. So that is on the different computers or more computers the data, so that is called distributed database. Next is report are used to display the selected data in a printable format. Okay, so reports means some data we have selected. Report are used to display the selected data in a printable format so that we can get the printout. Reports collect summarized data from one or more tables, queries, and organized in a printable form. It means report means we have the completed our query. Okay, then after I want that all that my queries and all this which I want the final result, so that will be arranged in a one form, and that is in the format of printable, that we can get the printout. That is actually that is called summarized data. So that is your report. Okay, so this these are the structure of database. These are the structure of database. Okay, next you can see what is Microsoft Access. So as I told that there are two types of database, that is flat file database and the second one relational database. So in the flat file database, what are the example for this flat file database? Microsoft Excel. Okay, next was the relational database. Its example was Microsoft Access, Microsoft SQL and Oracle. Okay, so this is we will study now Microsoft Access. So this is the Microsoft Access is an example of which type of database? It is a relational database. Okay, Microsoft Access is a relational database. So about this Microsoft Access we will study now. About Excel we have already studied. We know about the Excel. Okay, now here we will study about the Microsoft Access. So Microsoft Access is the most popular and powerful RDBMS relation. What is the full form of RDBMS? Relational Database Management System that serves as an integral part of the Microsoft Office suite. It has a graphical user interface. As we know. It is used to organize and manipulate a large volume of data. So as we know that why we are using this database software, to manipulate the large volume of the data efficiently. It organizes data in the form of table and help the creating relationship between these tables by using common field. Okay, so we can update the data, we can query the data, we can delete the data. So these all things we can perform here. We can retrieve the data, okay, in our desired way by using queries, and print the data in a specific layout by using reports. Okay, So as we know, by the using reports, we can get the specific layout by using that data we can get in the specific layout, that is called summarized way. Some other popular RDBMS are like Sybase, Oracle. These are the examples. You must remember this one. Just go through Sybase, Oracle. These are the example. Structure query language, SQL. These are the examples of relational database. Okay. Now, next is that we will study what is the relation between. Let us understand the concept of relationship with the help of example. Okay, so here, that is to maintain students database in RDBMS, instead of entering all records in a single table, we will split our fields into two tables having common column such as roll number. So what I will do, relational means that relational means it will be relate with someone. Suppose there is a one table, okay, and here I told that roll number will be the key one, roll number will be the key one, and another table is there, and that it means in the relational means that this table will link with this table. Okay, but earlier in the Excel, MS Excel, this facilities was not there for the relation means to, like to relate these two tables, to join means that will be dependent, that can data can be uh, retrieved from the another to another table. So this is in this relational, these two tables will be related. That so how we will just see the example here. So in this, you can see here is the one table, it's a name, roll number is there. Okay, here is the full name or student name, this is the father name, address, telephone, and date of birth. It is already given. Now after writing this, after creating this table, I want to add percentage and grade. I want to add here in this table percentage or grade, or I want the information of the percentage and grade also. But here, if we will do in the Excel, what we have to do, we have to make the two more columns here of the percentage and the for the grade. But I don't want like this. Okay, I don't do anything in this particular table by the help. But this, in the relational database, in the Microsoft Access, it's give the facility, don't do anything here, you just make the separate one. So here I will make the separate, that is for the percentage and for the grade. Okay, and here one key I will use, that is okay, that will be the common in the both tables. Suppose roll number is will be here, and here will be the also roll number. Okay, okay, so this, by this roll number, okay, by this roll number we will relate these two table. So here I will write the roll number 1, it's a percentage and grade, roll number 2, percentage and grade. So now this table will be related to the second table which we have created later on. Notice that the value of roll number in the marks table, the same value student information table. Okay, so this roll number, you can see here is the roll number, see the roll number is here, and the same roll number we are using here also. Okay, so that is, you can define relationship between both table using common field, that is called, we have, how we have get the relation between these two tables, that is common by this common field. We know this is called, this particular is called, we know that it's a field, it's a roll number is the field. So this particular field roll number, the common field name, and by the help of this we can relate these two table. Okay, so thus by by the splitting the related information into different table, RDBMS reduce the duplication of the data. So what we get the benefit, what we get the, why we are doing like this, because we get the, by doing this we are reducing the duplication of the data. If we, duplication means again we have to write this table again, same father name, address, telephone, and then we have to add the percentage and grade. But by the help of this RDBMS, simply we created the same common field and then we add it. So again I don't have to write like father name and address and all that. So we can reduce the duplication, means duplication of the records. Okay. Next, features of Microsoft Access. It provides the facility to break information into small parts so that easy to access the information. Okay, it's break the large information into small parts. Okay, and it will be easy to access the information. Okay, help in reducing the data. Redundancy means duplication of data. Redundancy means duplicate data. Same data will not repeat, and ensure that there is only one instance of particular data. So there will be not any duplication. That there will be the same only one data will be there. Redundancy will be not there. Next, control the data inconsistency and properly maintain database. Data inconsistency can be defined as the multiple mismatching. Data inconsistency means multiple mismatching copies of the same data. It occurs when there are multiple copies of same data out which a few are updated, other not. Okay, so means some data updated, some are not updated. Suppose in Excel we are changing the numbers, and that should be in the final, means the total it should be changed. So for that also we are pressing F9 to update. So sometimes it will not update, so there will be a problem. So in this Microsoft Access these things are not happening, means that will be updated data on the time. Increase the efficiency, speed, flexibility in searching and accessing the information. Okay, so very effectively we can search the data, access the data. Facilities sharing of data. Different users can use the same database for to extract the data according to their need. So different user also can access the database, the same database. Provide data security. It's provide the data security features, maintaining integrity, which so data security will be there. No one can hack, no one can take it, no one can store it. Next is provide the facility to create data forms so that user can enter required information respective fields. It reduce the data entry errors. So by this create the forms, we know if we have the we have the form to enter the data, and that will be sent to the corresponding tables. Okay, by creating the forms. Next is queries in the database help you to get information on a specific topic from the information stored in the database. Yes. Next, report in database allow you to present the data in a meaningful and summarized. Okay, reports means already we studied about the report. It will give you the summarized meaning. Okay, so that we can have that we can take the printout. Okay, so these are the features of Microsoft Access. Here is the structure query language is a standard interactive and programming language for retrieving and updating information in a database. So what is SQL? Structure query language. Okay, so in the next class we will study components of Microsoft Access 2010. Okay.